To France now, the anti-immigration National Front made record gains in the first round of regional elections. Exit polls put Marine Le Pen's party first with nearly 30% of the vote, ahead of the centre-right party, Les Républicains, and ahead of President Hollande's ruling Socialist Party. Most of the 13 regions up for grabs were controlled by the governing Socialist Party, but now the National Front is ahead in 6 of those regions. Let's speak now to the French Socialist MP, Christophe Premat. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So the people have spoken and they are rejecting your party for the Front National.
Well, it's not a surprise. As you know, we have a specific context in France with after the terror attacks, and then the year has been very tough when you think about the terror attacks in January, the terror attacks in November, when you think about the crisis of refugees, the problem in Calais, all the different crises that we faced this year, and that the National Front is against the European project, then it's not a big surprise to see that they are ahead in 6 of the other regions.
So is your party's strategy wrong then? And are you going to review it now?
Well, actually, if you just look a bit more in detail the results, you see that there is a difference between this election and the election that we had in March. So the Socialist Party resists the big defeat that was announced in the different surveys before the election. So I think it's more a matter of unity between all the progressist forces in France, that they have to find a kind of unity in order to affirm a very progressist program. And then I think there is a difference between the conservatives and the socialists. The socialists said in every region where the National Front is ahead, we will not be rolling the second round in order to avoid the National Front to get the
So
region.
you're deciding not to put up candidates in order to allow far-right candidates or rightist candidates to go head-to-head with the far-right?
Yes, I think it's in 3 regions we decided not to have candidates. So the candidates say that they won't be able to maintain their candidacy for the second round. So I think it's a very interesting news. And there is a difference between what we said and what Nicolas Sarkozy, the head of the Republicans, said yesterday by saying that there was no way to give up for the second round. So I think it's important now as the Socialist Party tries to embody the Republican front, and we will take our responsibilities, and we won't leave some regions to the National Front. It's the priority before Sunday.
But what does that tell you? Shouldn't you be thinking about rethinking your entire strategy? I mean, one of the things that I understand your party is pushing for are reforms on dual citizenship, in which some people could see themselves being stripped of their French nationality in the event of them being found guilty of certain offences. What do you think of that idea? And do you think you're at odds with the population who want you politicians to review the kind of language that you're using?
Well, you have to be careful. That's not our proposal. That's not a proposal from the left. That's a proposal.
But you're supporting it.
No, we're not supporting it. Mr. Hollande said just during the Congress that he has to find out a national unity, that he has to accept all the different proposals to be discussed.
So that is the question. That seems to be a popular or growing popularity idea, growing in popularity. Should your party not rethink, therefore, and go more with the public mood?
I don't think so. I think our party will be able to discuss this proposal. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not very. I'm against this kind of proposal, but I think it's good to have some arguments to say why the connection between terror attacks and this idea of double citizenship, which is also great because I represent the French people living in the north part of Europe, and I see a lot of different multicultural families living outside France. I think it's wrong just to put to have the connection between this idea of double citizenship and what happened in November. I think it's a wrong method. But of course, it's important to have a debate, and that's why Mr. Hollande opened this debate, and it's necessary to discuss in the parliament and in the different regions as well.
Thank you so much indeed for your time.